Live from the Man Cave, it's Flag on the Play with HB and Bud. We're going to talk Jags, Gators, and all things North Florida sports because we're Duval till we die. Flag family, what's good? I'm here in the Man Cave again with Bud. He being all light skinned.
Shut up.
I don't know why. But
I can't help who I am.
You really, that is one of the most true statements Bud has ever made on this pod, y'all.
But guess what? Guess what we're gonna do on this pod?
What's that?
We're gonna love ourselves because I love the skin I'm in.
Boy, I'm telling you, his great granddaddy is really showing right now. Anywho, that being said, y'all, what's up, Flag family? We back at it. It is not on a Till Tuesday like we normally do, but we did that because we have a really, 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 really special guest, world famous, world renowned.
That's it, baby.
All over
world famous.
You world famous, baby. All over the place.
That's it.
But you ain't in the place. What Jay-Z say? I'm everywhere. You ain't never there. That's the best album right there, bro. Black album. But we got what? Oh, we can debate that too. We can debate that too. I love the Black album. Black album's my favorite Jay-Z album. I know people like Dynasty and all that, but Black album is perfect to me. I think it's because it's a lot of heavy Kanye influence. I like me some Kanye beats.
Don't get.
Oh, you don't like Kanye?
If it's gonna be, you got to go Blueprint. If you're gonna talk about Kanye,
Blueprint is nasty.
Yes.
Blueprint is nasty. See, y'all. I'm just saying, well crafted. Know all this hip hop. Matter of fact, last time we hung out on Dominate Your Life podcast, if you follow me on social media or whatever, we was talking about 21 Savage and how awesome the new album was. So that's the thing. And I know y'all might be thinking, oh, he finally got his boo Alexa Bliss on there. It's not her. She declined the invitation. But we do have from Channel 4 News, sports anchor extraordinaire, and my fellow brother, Brian Jackson.
what's going on, fellas? Thanks for having me.
Man. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
Rucker, take a back seat. He is the most famous co-host that ever be on
exactly. Here. Now Rucker, Rucker who? Now
Rucker who? Right.
I don't even remember Rucker.
How many people know you, Rucker? Few hundred?
Yeah, now nobody.
Now we got B-Jazz. B-Jazz, man, we appreciate you coming on, man.
Man, thank you guys, man. I'm enjoying the off day, spending it with you guys.
Yeah, man, we appreciate that, man. Taking your time out, coming on the pod. Y'all thought we wasn't a legit sports podcast, but guess what? We got real sports anchors on here.
Mama, we made it. We famous.
Dan, he can come on the show.
I'll mention that to Dan next time.
Yeah, there we go. We running it now. But B-Jax, man, tell the people in Norway, shout out Norway, and UK and Ireland. Where else we at, Bud? You always looking. Australia.
Australia. What's all those little small countries kind of like tight together?
The ones that don't matter. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do
I always
that.
wonder.
Philippines, maybe?
Yeah. We is in the Philippines.
We are.
We
in the
had a whole
Philippines.
thing about it.
Where did I go on
Dominican
Republic. Yeah, I went to Dominican Republic.
All you people out there.
Barbados.
That's right.
That's
Rihanna.
That's Rihanna. I know that
right.
for a fact. That is Rihanna who listens to us in Barbados.
Yes, exactly. B-Jax, I've met her in real life. She is that fine.
No, quick story. I saw her in concert here a couple years ago, and I was like, Drake, I get it, bro.
Yeah.
I had never seen her in person.
Rihanna
I was like, I get it.
I'm with B-Jax on that one. That woman is beautiful.
Yes.
Forehead and all. She remember Tyra Banks had a big forehead and was still fine? Yeah. That's how Rihanna is. But y'all, everybody out there in the world that don't know B-Jax, tell them a little bit something about yourself, man. Where you from? What you do?
So I am a Chicagoan through and through. So when I walked in here and saw this Ryan Sandberg jersey, I was kind of like, oh, man. Like, that's what we kind of get ourselves
Don't be
into.
like that. You better than that. Don't be like that.
Southsider. From the just outside the south side of Chicago. Went to school at Howard. Proud Bison. We just had a new basketball coach today.
Shout out to Howard. My daughter want to go there.
Shout out BCU.
Best decision she can ever make.
It's crazy.
You got to send her. It's expensive. I don't know what. I couldn't afford to go if I was there now. But best decision I ever made. Worked in D.C. for almost a decade, man, doing a bunch of different things, and then needed to go somewhere a little bit smaller, you know, humble, a little slice of humble pie. They were like, yeah, you're not really good enough to be doing anything in D.C. We need you to go somewhere a little bit smaller. So that's how I ended up here in Jacksonville. So come June, it'll be 4 years.
4 years.
4 years at Channel 4, the local station. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I it don't seem like you've been on TV for 4 years.
No,
Yeah.
it really don't.
It's flying by, man.
And I know we talked about this on the last podcast about how you done came a long way since your first promos and all that stuff or
Trust
whatever.
me, I
I still
believe it.
remember the awkward B-Jacks or
Woo.
whatever. But
Yeah.
now that I know you, man, you cool.
Everybody-
Yeah, it shine through on TV
and he
now.
on Channel 4. Everybody know the one and only Channel 4.
Hey,
that's kicking the old school
everybody
right there,
that
baby.
is
That's
from
old
Duval,
school. They know that. They know what's up.
Cole, Superfan Steve. So like just like any other radio show B-Jacks around locally that got like their callers that call in and stuff.
Right.
We got our followers or whatever. So Cole, Superfan Steve, Tim, Rucker, all y'all that are from Jacksonville, y'all know who B-Jacks is because Channel 4 is like the station. Like so ain't nobody
Don't
else.
forget
watching
about
it.
what Sniffer?
Snaffer, Jack Snaffer.
You know who you are.
Snaffer, you know who you are. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, man, we B-Jacks, man, we just really appreciate you being on, man.
Oh, this is good, man. This will be fun.
Yeah, man, you get to actually do some sports takes and have an opinion.
Woo.
I know, right?
I get myself in trouble.
I'm
man.
about to say, don't get in
paycheck,
trouble.
The paycheck need to
I know
clear.
you still got to see them Jags. Me and Bud don't.
Yeah.
But it's-
Tell them come on the
Jab-
pod though.
But
So
see-
that's what the one thing people don't understand about like going after people on TV is like I see these dudes every
Come
day.
on now. Come on now. And you want me to just like dig into somebody? Like, nah, I'm
man.
straight. I'm gonna
Because-
do my job, be professional as possible, but I'm
Right.
gonna say,
You
yeah,
never make it personal, man.
never make it personal. Like some people who I look directly across the table.
Never
Why you
make
looking
it
at
personal.
who love
like
to make?
that.
I'm looking at you, HB, who love to make stuff personal.
Well, if the Jags would have gave us our press passes, then maybe I wouldn't make stuff personal.
What they got to do with the Jaguars?
Well, I don't see these players every day.
Right.
Man, you
I
sick of
do
it. Exactly.
every single day. And then everything we put out, like their PR team, they read it.
Yeah.
So
That's scary.
no, they know. Like
Wow.
their PR team
Told you,
literally
bud.
reads. They send out an email list of like all stories that everybody locally and nationally has done. So if you say something crazy about a player and you walk in that locker room and they looking at you like
Why you say something
Right.
crazy about me?
they know exactly
You be
why.
like, well, dang, Dante,
Yeah.
stop like cockfighting your chicks, man.
That's pretty much it.
Dante was my guy, man.
I like Dante
you know,
too,
You know,
actually.
we Gators. We love.
Dante
yeah, we
was
love
my
Dante.
guy.
When I
man.
worked
I'm
at
sad to
Bottoms
see him
Up,
go.
I got to meet a lot of players because they stayed at Bottoms Up all the time during training camp.
Okay.
Bottoms Up is my code name for my old job, Brian, because I don't want them
Gotcha.
coming at me. But
Okay.
Why are you still? You
I
got a
don't
new
know.
job. You so nice.
You're right.
It's because it's a gimmick now. But I'm like, you have
Yeah,
a
it's
new
kind of a
job,
gimmick.
so
It's
you just
my
gonna keep
thing.
rolling
Yeah,
with
I'ma
because
keep
everybody.
rolling with
We
it.
know you did not work at Bottoms Up.
you're right. But I worked at Bottoms Up.
Okay,
And,
moving on. Yeah, exactly.
Dante was like one of the coolest dudes,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Dante, all them dudes real cool though. It's like I told Bud all the time and super
They
fan
just
Steve.
regular dudes. They just happen to play football, man.
What I
That's
said.
what I tell
It's
people,
a
man.
like we
It's
were
a
talking.
job. They
It's
go to
a
work just like
job,
we do.
and like I said, people get so caught up in which obviously we'll get to this on the pod. Man, I can't believe I'm sick of these millionaires. Why they not at camp right now?
No,
Y'all
'cause
do know it's voluntary, right?
Yeah.
Voluntary.
Break it down, HB. What you say last week about if you had a job?
Listen, if
Right.
you had
If
a
you said you
job
you
and
don't
it
have
was
to
a
be there?
weekend, you ain't gotta be there. Are you coming?
Right.
Hell to the no.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody coming. So
It's like, oh, it's team building. My dudes know they know the cat I am. What I need to prove to them, they know who I am. Man, please, I ain't coming to work if I ain't got to.
I agree with that 100%. So
Right.
so we ain't gonna make B-Jacks go in on the guys, but that's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
I'm always pro player, man.
But we actually are pretty pro. Well, sometimes Bud he be adding light skin, but we are pretty pro player on
Why?
here.
I got to rage against the machine.
Sometimes
yeah.
the spirit of superfan Steve gets in you,
Don't you
and you be
know?
tripping. But B-Jacks, man, I think what we want to get into first, man, we want to talk about this draft, man. So me and Bud talked about it last week a little bit. I got hyped. When I seen Josh Allen on the board, I was like,
Whoa.
I text Bud and I was like, oh snap,
Right. Once the Giants made that pick, it was
That's-
kind of like,
oh yeah,
okay.
That's how you feeling, Giants? Okay, cool, bet.
What's funny? So I was at the draft in Nashville. When the Giants made that pick, you could hear the building was like, ooh.
yeah.
It was kind of like Daniel Jones, and everybody was kind of like,
Did y'all see the Giants fans? It was like, and it's Daniel James was like, one dude was like, hand on
Yeah.
head, like, what
Right.
was that? You could have got him at 17.
The Giants fans tripped me out after the pick was made because they reminded me of the draft when it used to be in Radio City Music Hall. And the Jets fans every year, no matter what, because
Right.
Jets couldn't pick, they would always look stupefied, like what just happened or whatever. So real quick, B-Jacks, you was in Nashville for the draft, right? So was it as crazy as it looked? Was it really
Yeah,
like
looked like it was-
100,000?
looked like it was dope.
So funny story, man. I almost missed the start of the draft trying to get there.
Wow.
So like, I don't know if people have been in Nashville, but like, there's like a little bridge. I had to do a live shot for our 7:00 show. I think it was but I think which would have been 6:00 in Nashville. So the draft starts at 7 or 8:00 here, whatever. So I'm like packing up my stuff because I got to shoot all my own video,
Right.
do live shots, all that.
Oh,
And I'm
you a
trying to-
one-man band.
One-man band.
Man,
Yeah. That's
Get
why
my
I was
dude a
still working
cameraman.
Right.
Upgrade him.
That costs money. That's why they sent me alone. So I'm like trying to pack up and like try to figure out how to get to with the media interest for the draft. And I'm trying to walk through the middle of I think it's Broadway.
Broadway, yeah.
And I tried to walk through all of that with all my gear. And I'm like trying to force my way to the front. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So I had to go around a back alley, and then I had to literally ask a restaurant, hey, can I go out you guys' back door so I can get to the draft?
Wow.
And I got there probably like 5 minutes before the draft
That thing
started.
was nuts,
It was
man.
crazy. I've never been around
I've
that
never
many
seen
people.
nothing like that.
It was crazy.
That was more intense. We had the Super Bowl here in 05? Was that 05?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Super Bowl here in 05, man. I remember going downtown, and I remember thinking to myself, this is the most people I've ever seen in Jacksonville in my whole life. And I grew up in Jacksonville.
Right.
And I was like, this is crazy. And what I seen on television in Nashville trumped that by 1,000
it was
times.
so many
it was
people, bro.
So many. And then it started raining too.
Yeah, and they stayed, though.
Yeah.
And, the draft was supposed to be like this thing for like, oh, your city can't get the Super Bowl. We going to give you the draft thing, right? And I was like, we'll see. Maybe the Jacksonville will get it. If it's like going to be like that, we ain't getting it.
No,
No, but Khan trying to make some
Yeah.
moves for us to get that now.
if the city, like, not to get all political,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if the city get out of Shad's way, it'll get done.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just move out of his
Oh,
way.
I
and
wonder
let it
who
get
else
done.
on the podcast done said that before.
Man, shut up.
I'm just saying, let the man build a hotel,
let
a
him do it.
restaurant.
Let him
Yeah.
fall back. Let him do his thing.
I'm telling
him do
you,
his
if he
thing,
want to
it'll
put
get done.
a landing strip in the middle of the St. Johns River, then these planes won't go on the water.
And now
Let him do
then
it.
you sit back, you're like, by George, I think he's on to something. Just
telling
let him do.
Right.
You let the billionaire who's
It's
not
smart, man, the way that
he's
they-
not dumb. Let the man do his thing.
I think it would look cool, man, with like the way they got Daly's place and then maybe
Yeah,
have some people in
exactly.
the stadium as well.
I look at it, and like you say, not even on a political spectrum.
Yeah.
I look at it as
It'll
the
help
dude
the
came
city.
over with $20 in his pocket. He a billionaire now. So
He might know what he's doing.
He might know what he's doing. So if we want to take Hazard County and turn it into a real
Why
city,
we gotta be Hazard
because
County?
them damn Duke boys at it again.
love the Duke- love
That's
Duke
my
boys.
thing. I call Jacksonville Hazard County all the
Okay.
time, man. This is real country. But yeah, man, I thought that was crazy, the reaction from the fans too. And then but I was cool with it because I wanted Josh Allen. When we did our mock draft last week,
Nobody thought he was going to.
We literally did the mock draft. We was like,
no
man,
way.
if Allen fail, but we know
well,
he
the
not.
Raiders did it too, man. When the Raiders took I don't even remember. To be completely honest, I didn't even know who
Clemson.
He was.
I knew.
I don't
I knew he
know.
was a defensive lineman for
Agreed.
Clemson.
But I knew two other defensive linemen from Clemson, not him.
Right.
But see, things I can tell you about that pick. He came from Clemson on the defensive line. That's one. I knew that. Number two, you had two more picks, the 24th and the 27th. Pretty sure this cat would have been there for that. These are the things I know about that pick.
It's just and I said this last week. I love Mike Mayock, right?
You said that. You were talking about how much you love Mike
him
Mayock.
on NFL Network. I
He may
hyped
not be
him
making
up.
that pick.
Man, you think that's
Gruden.
Gruden?
Yeah.
Man,
seemed
if
like
that's
Gruden.
Gruden, Raiders are going to be a disaster.
You mean like they've been so far?
I mean, no, worse.
Okay.
That pick, to me, is the worst pick of the draft. Everybody keeps saying Daniel Jones. And here's why I think it's the worst pick of the draft. When you overdraft a player like that, even when they live up to their potential, i.e. Tyson Alualu or whatever, who got overdrafted, wasn't a bad player.
If you get-
Tyson was never going to be any better than what he is, and that's what this kid is going to
If
be.
you get Tyson late in the first,
fine.
early second round, Tyson a
Good
dope
pick,
pick, but it
right.
was like that early. It was like,
so you got this
ugh.
kid at 4, and he going to give you, what, 3 sacks a year?
Why you gotta give him 3 seconds?
Because he a D tackle.
I'm just saying, yeah, he can start the run.
Man.
Clemson, did Clemson hold defense? Clemson, I think that.
They whole D-line got
D-line
drafted
went,
and
yeah.
an extra dude.
At some
That was
point,
nasty.
I think they had 5 dudes.
yeah, Clemson D line was nasty.
B-Jax, what you think the worst pick of the draft was for any
Worst
team?
pick. Ooh. So I'll be completely honest. I don't know about worst pick.
Yeah.
But when the Jaguars picked this linebacker that nobody ever heard of,
Yo.
I was like, what's going on here?
And with that,
it was like, I mean, the kid, he might turn out to be great. Like, I mean,
I hope he do. I'm a Jag fan.
but
I know
like,
you got to
when
be
you're
unbiased.
watching NFL Network, and they're like, "Yo, we don't even have video." Of this.
Yeah,
That kinda
you
threw me
can't-
for a loop.
You know how they do at the end of the draft, the stomp the truck thing.
Yeah.
You can't stomp the truck in the third round, Dave Caldwell. Like I was
Well,
like,
it's not just
whoa.
Dave. So I know
'Cause there was some
everybody,
people like-
everybody
yeah.
says this,
I
every
know
time
what you're
there's a
finna
bad
say.
pick, everybody says it's on Dave.
Uh-uh.
Tom Coughlin has the final say so on all football matters.
You know what I said,
Like,
but
I mean,
B Jax, you can't say this. So I'm gonna go say what I've been saying forever. Fire them all.
You can't just.
You got to get rid of all of them.
I'm gonna need you to. I'm gonna need you to chill out.
They're
I'm gonna need you to chill out.
it's for me. Okay, so B Jags. Here's my take on the Jags, real quick. I'm a Jags fan, deep Jags fan. I love the Jags or whatever. I think we got good players. I think it's an organizational problem. It's kind of like the Bills, whatever. Because I think we just keep retreading. I just think we got to get rid of Gus Bradley bunch. Because I think the fun bunch still here. Marone was here with Bradley.
I apologize. I know you're new to this show, but this is what I deal with on a daily basis. Doom and gloom. Burn it down to the ground. It's everything. This is what I deal with.
I mean, they're in a mandate. They got to win this year.
That's it. It is win. This is win.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
they don't have a choice.
Not a choice. Why you think we got Nick Foles?
See,
It's
my
winning
thing
time.
is with the win this year thing or whatever. I feel like this, and it kind of. What if they go 8-8 or 9-7?
I don't know. I'm not sure what happens.
Yeah.
I think it depends on if they go 9-7 and Nick Foles miss 8 games. It's like, I mean, well, what you expect?
Yeah, if Nick Foles get injured, then I give everybody a pass.
Right. Or if Leonard Fournette is gone for half the year again and they still go 9-7, it's like
That's a pretty good year.
Come on,
that's
2-7,
not a
don't
bad-
do it to
right.
me.
I mean, you just don't. You just never know.
Yeah.
It's too early to put. Hey, they go 8-8. Well, it depends on why they went 8-8.
And then, as you can see, Shaw been pretty patient. It seems like if you give
He's
him
not-
like
he doesn't-
9-7, he don't pull the trigger fast. So it's kind of like,
Because
might.
if you blow it all up again, it's like, okay, so we starting over from scratch.
Yeah.
Again? Like they didn't pay Nick Foles $88 million to be starting all over again.
Well, okay, wait one more year, then blow it up and get the kid from Clemson. Because that kid is
2 more years.
Dang, he a freshman.
He a freshman.
wait.
What? No,
He's a true
bro.
freshman. He's
True
2 years.
freshman.
Oh,
True.
man.
He was a true
I
freshman.
can't-
He was in high school last year.
That's crazy.
I can't be that bad
Yeah.
for that long, HB. I'm sorry. I can't be that bad.
You know what's
I don't wanna
crazy
be that
about
bad for that
Clemson, real
long.
quick, and we'll get back to the Jags in a second. You know what's crazy about Clemson what's Clemson coach, Bud?
Dabo.
Dabo
just
Flanagan.
got paid too.
Yeah, he should have got paid.
Dabo got broke.
First of all,
off.
Clemson is that team on NCAA football that you never
It's
picked.
my favorite game, by the way.
Yeah, I'm telling you, one of the best football games ever.
Bring
bro.
it back.
Yeah, bring it back.
Pay the players.
Pay the players, though.
Pay the
Yeah,
players.
exactly.
Pay the players, but bring it back.
Amen to
But
that.
you never picked Clemson ever, right? You just never did. But you never like disrespected them.
What teams did you really play with? Because I'm trying to think. Obviously, I used to play with the Gators.
2014. I mean, you could still probably play with the Seminoles back then.
Yeah.
Because I still play 2014, by the way.
Oh
gotta
man,
prove
you
it.
still
Texas A&M?
rocking it? Oh man,
old
Johnny
school,
Manziel
old
is
school.
still a
Oh, Manziel, yeah.
yeah, man.
See, I run.
Show me the money,
I
baby.
run college football 06. That's mine. That's my joint on the PlayStation 2. I love it. I love recruiting. I'm 40 years in. I done made Buffalo a powerhouse.
Right.
You know,
I mean, I did the same thing with Howard.
it's just a fun
it. I
mean, that's
game,
one
right?
stuff,
yeah.
yeah.
And they got all the HBCUs on there and all that. Bring it back. Pay the players. That being said, though, I just, Clemson is just amazing what they're doing today. They pulled out the #1 college quarterback recruiting.
Right.
and the country.
Me and
Got
Bud
a
think they got
couple
a
kids
bag,
local.
man.
just got the number
Yeah.
one. I think they got the number one running back in the state.
Yeah.
Just
And they
went to Clemson.
Like B. Jax just said, they got a bunch of kids from
Yeah,
Jacksonville.
just got 2 kids from Jacksonville.
Recruiting players from Florida. I would have never thunk it.
Yeah.
Exactly. All this talent.
Man.
Gotta keep it in state.
It's crazy, man. The thing you got to do to become a good NCAA football team is get a bag, man. That being said,
You are an idiot.
you don't
I
think he got a
know.
bag, man? Miami had a bag, man.
Allegedly.
I'm a Gator fan. I know we got a bag.
Allegedly.
Man.
Let me keep saying allegedly.
Howard ain't got no bag, man.
Nah, we don't have a
You know the bad the bad man at Howard is Rufus, who's selling burgers at Five Guys for cheaper for the players. That's the bad.
Man, don't even get me started on that.
Howard football ain't where you want it.
In my whole entire 4 years at Howard, right, we probably won 10 games.
God almighty.
In
But-
4 years.
But my Antoine Bethea, who still played in the league, he
Yeah,
was
he can
there
ball.
my 4 years. Yeah, so we came in the same year. Like, he was on the field everywhere.
Are
It's
you at
crazy
that?
he's still playing?
Are you at that point in your life yet where you see cats coming into sports and you see their year they graduated high school or college, you be like, dang, I'm old.
Yeah, absolutely. I just turned 35.
Yeah, see, yeah, that's where y'all about to say. That's where we at in our life where I'll see a cat come in and like he graduated from high school in 2012. I'm like, I remember that vividly.
That's
Right.
bad.
Yeah, man, it's getting there. So back to the Jazz real quick. Josh Allen, how you feel about it? Matter of fact, let's not even say Josh Allen. Which pick out of all the picks? We know it ain't the kid from
He
Murray
may
State.
actually. I watched his tape, man. The kid does look
He a
explosive.
hitter. My thing about
we'll
that
see what he
tape.
does.
Okay, so everybody watched
like,
the
who is he
same
playing
tape, right?
against? Yeah.
Who he playing against?
Yeah.
And there was 3
That's fair.
teams on the tape. That's it.
But remember,
they played the same amount of
remember, he
games.
not too much of a slouch because he was supposed to go to Ole Miss, but he couldn't get in.
And
So
I'll
he
give him
got recruited by Ole Miss. So the boy can.
Right.
That's SEC talent. The boy can play.
Yeah.
Bud said that
We'll see.
last week, y'all.
I said it last week because I meant it last
Is
week.
he at Ole Miss? Now I'll give him this though.
And he a thumper. The
He
boy,
got good genes because his brother.
Yeah.
I would have took his brother.
that is his brother. I'm calling it the man.
That boy. Can
That
play
was the number
football.
one pick to me. Quentin was the number one pick.
Yeah,
I think Quentin was the best player in the
He
draft.
can play football. So B-Jax, what do you think the best Jaguar pick is out of all the picks?
I think the fact that they got Jawan Taylor in the second round.
Come on
is
with
like-
it.
I mean, every mock draft you looked at for months, it was getting him at number 7.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
So to trade up and get him at the beginning of the second round, you should be able to automatically just plug him right in at right tackle for the next, I don't know, 4 years.
And right tackle such an easy position,
Yeah.
man. And he's
So
pretty
hopefully
good.
Cam is right on the left side. They should be. I mean, the offensive line shouldn't be.
It should be bad.
It should be all right.
It should be bad.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
no-
injuries are gonna happen.
Norwell, me and HB done told you. We don't want you to have to run us
Hey,
our money.
Run my money.
Run me my money
Run me my
nowhere.
money.
We paying you a
We
lot.
We gave him
But
a
to be-
slide.
I mean,
He got
was
hurt.
Yeah.
He was hurt. I mean, he's playing next to 4 different left tackles.
Dude, we ain't even gonna get into the
I mean-
left tackle thing.
But then we're talking about Linder.
But yeah, Linder got to step
Linder
it up. But
And
see,
then
I
Cam
think
got paid too, man.
I think
Yeah,
AJ
that's a lot of
I like AJ,
that's
man.
a lot of money on that
But
line.
I think it's a domino effect with Cam Robinson
They have
coming
to be-
back,
yeah.
and then I think it's going to domino all the way down the line. I think the O line going to be solid. You're going to see.
Should be fine. Yeah.
I think they're going to protect Foles. Mm-hmm. And listen, I've said on this show, I don't believe in the guys play harder for another guy thing. I think that's BS or whatever. I know.
Probably so.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think some people do. My thing is, you better play hard for your check. I think the whole guys play harder for another guy comes from the fact that usually the sorry quarterback that we say they don't play hard for, we losing when they in there. So it looked like it. When you win, you get a little spump behind
So
you.
like the guys love Blake.
Yeah, Blake's that guy.
and see now
we love Blake on here.
See, BJ, he giving y'all behind the scenes. He talked to the players all the time. So if they
not
didn't
all
like Blake, he would
Blake's
tell her. He
fault,
like, nah, they actually like Blake.
I mean, would they get frustrated when Blake makes a
Right.
say? Of course, like anybody.
Anybody.
But overall, like Blake never complained. He never said, "Oh, my receiver ran around wrong route. Oh, he didn't catch the ball." Like Blake took everything. He took all the blunder, all that criticism on himself, and never put it on anybody.
Shout out to 5. I hope you're doing
Yeah,
well.
the boat.
See,
Yeah, the boat. He
the
in
boat,
Cali now.
right?
Boat.
Yeah, I've been accused, B-Jax, of being a boat lover on this show.
Lover ain't
People
the
say
word.
that
Just a
about me,
smidge
too.
it. I love.
Oh,
me some
you was a
boats.
boat lover too?
I love me some boats.
I just
man.
feel like people put too much on him, man. Like he's not good enough to overcome all of those injuries.
You hear that, Superfan Steve? This is a professional
he's not.
telling you that.
He just wasn't.
They pay this man to talk sports. We pay y'all to listen to us talk sports. But they pay this man to
Yeah.
talk sports. I
He
said
just wasn't
that.
good. There's not that many quarterbacks that would have won with the situation the Jaguars were in last
Bro,
year.
that was a hell of a situation. That offensive line was.
The
offensive line.
Oh
was
my
bad.
God.
No playmakers at receiver. Fournette
keep-
missing 8
Dante
games.
Moncrief. I was so wrong about that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, if you get Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees, but
they
we're talking
can't-
about first ballot Hall.
yeah,
Right.
but remember,
Right.
remember,
There's only a couple of those.
Packers
dudes.
had a rough year too last year. A lot
Well,
of
see,
injuries at the Packers.
What
too.
I said about 5, and look at y'all, we done turned into a 5 show again. What I said about 5 last year is that, yeah, he didn't play that well. But
he
at the
didn't.
same time, if you look at the beginning of the season when we actually had our real team, he did okay.
he did all right.
It was serviceable. But once Cam Robinson got hurt in the Patriots game, I knew it was over.
Bro, that John hurt.
Because the
That John
Chiefs
hurt.
The Chiefs just teed off on us on
Yeah.
that left tackle spot,
They
man.
did.
And I've been saying this for years. No, Josh, I know you're back. Josh Wells is good as a backup or whatever.
He's a good swing tackle.
We got to get more depth than just Josh Wells.
Well, you got to hope the kid, I forgot the kid's name, who they took
Richardson?
out of NC State. Yeah.
Will Richardson.
We real strong on Richardson on this show because we need to know something. I ain't
But
seen
see,
him.
like you said,
Nobody has.
that's what I'm saying.
Real Richardson
literally
is like
nobody
Darkwing
has.
Duck.
I'm so happy that we getting a little depth now. Like we gotta put some people
We'll
in
find out
there.
in training camp a little bit.
Training camp will be where it's at. Yeah, training camp will be.
I mean, they go up against Baltimore that first week. So
And I think-
a couple of joint
and I-
practices.
yeah, we're gonna
That's
practice
when
with
we'll
Baltimore.
Oh, so we
we'll
are
get it
doing the
done.
joint
Yeah.
practices. See, I like the joint practices. I feel like you get more out of joint practices
Oh, for sure.
than you do out of preseason
You
games.
get tired of
Preseason
hitting
games are
each other,
fake.
yeah.
Yeah. And I tell you what, man, when we went joint practice against the Patriots that year, look what
Bruh.
it did for us because it made us realize, we trash. We got to get right.
That's when we realized that Ngakoue was real. It was like, first of all, we learned how to say his name.
Yeah.
Monique
And it was like, because I think that was the first year they were going up against, I think Tampa was here. And he just kept beating people left
Yeah.
and right. And everybody was kind of waiting for like Dante because he was coming off the ACL.
Yeah.
I was like, this
Nah,
other kid.
this
is
other
like-
kid better. I still, man, do you think Dante or Josh Allen's going to be the better player for the Jags in the end?
I can't tell.
Can't tell?
I don't know. I mean, you never know coming out of college who's going to be what. When I see him go up against those first string tackles, when they go to those inter squad scrimmages against Baltimore, that's when I'll be like, okay.
See,
Honestly, I don't think
Yeah.
you can tell until then.
And I was about to say, in college, you got to look at it. It's the same thing too, just like you said, because both of them went in the SEC against SEC talent, and they both dominated.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is good.
Right.
So I mean, Dante ain't have 17 sacks, but
Right.
at the same time, I think Josh Allen's like a Von Miller type of player.
Yeah. He was a lot thinner than what I thought he
was,
gonna be.
right, yeah.
He was kind of like.
Did you get
he's
to
kinda
interview
built
him or
like-
talk
yeah.
to him?
So I was really impressed with the kid. So I asked him one of the questions. I was like, "So what do you feel like you can learn from Ngakoue and like Calais, guys like that?" And his first thing he said was like, "They can teach me how to be a better man." I was like,
Wow.
It's like, oh,
Okay.
And this
All
is
right.
like, an hour after this kid got drafted. I'm like, oh, that's where your head's at right now.
We
so
safe
I was
then.
like, okay.
We safe. I
He
knew
just got
Dante.
married and everything. Too,
Listen,
man.
I personally, y'all know me, I'm from the hood. I don't really have no problem with Dante and who he is as a man and thing. I think he's a good dude.
He's a good kid.
And
He's
I don't
just a kid, man.
Yeah, he was young. I don't think he got no character flaws. I just think he was growing up before our eyes. But I will say, I knew he was gonna have an issue when I seen them shoes at the draft, man.
What's wrong with the man's shoes?
Those shoes with that
The
spike.
things was fly.
I can't trust you. It's just like
You can't trust me because I'm fly?
Yeah, I can't do it.
Jalen had the same shoes.
Come on now.
But Jalen is different.
What's so different about
You just
Jalen?
based it on the shoes.
I
Yeah,
know.
you just said shoes.
Jalen got that transcendent talent.
Man,
though.
I'm not dealing with you.
Jalen
Shut up.
Jalen
Shut
would
up.
be
Not
good.
dealing with you.
You don't think if Jalen take plays off, he still be the number one corner in the NFL? I think his competitiveness
I think he
is
the number one
crazy.
corner
No,
because
his
he don't.
competitiveness is
I think he the
a
number one corner
different
because he
level.
don't take play. Jalen,
It's
Jalen a
it's
dog,
on
bro.
another level.
Jalen is a dog.
Like I think people don't really respect, and that Will used it to segue. Where our segues at?
We still ain't got them segues.
Come on,
yet.
Flag
Listen
family.
up. If y'all really gonna be our fans and y'all love us like y'all say y'all love us,
Send the segue.
we big dudes. We want some
Come on.
segues, okay?
We had this thing a while back, B-Jazz, last season where we do this thing. We say segue when we
And
go
we
into
said-
the next
and we
thing,
thought somebody
right?
was gonna
and
send
we thought
some
somebody was
in.
going to send us some segues.
Nope.
We ain't got nothing. You know what y'all done sent us? Flag family. Somebody sent me chocolates, but they was melted.
Shut up.
Trash. Garbage. I know it was you, Tim. But yeah, man, that's the thing. I remember last season, people like, Jalen ain't here. Oh my God. He ain't working out with the team.
Please.
Yada, yada, yada.
Right.
We was like, yo.
Okay.
Came back.
It's Jalen. Jalen got that Jordan competitiveness, right?
Yeah.
So now this season and Jalen was fine, of course.
Obviously.
If Jalen keep playing the way he playing, clearly he going to the Hall of Fame.
Like, I always had respect for him anyway, but for that game against Pittsburgh, when before the game they're talking about trading this kid, and he comes out and plays like that against Antonio Brown,
Come on.
Bruh.
I would just
Come on.
like, okay, he's
You know
on
what?
He's on another. This
Words-
dude's on another level.
Another level. And the words that should never be uttered by the Jacksonville Jaguars is, I'm going to trade Jalen Ramsey.
But
No,
see,
they wouldn't.
I know they wouldn't, but it should
see,
never be
but
heard.
see, that's what's so funny. How the national media, not the local media, get a hold of that crap. Like in a million years, you would never
They
say.
get
And
so
you
much
talk to the
stuff
Jaguars
wrong.
all the time.
They get so much stuff.
So much stuff
all,
wrong.
all the time. The national
and
media
I'll
does,
use that as another segue. Send them in. But I'm glad you said that because do you think there's really something behind this Telvin thing? And this
What do you mean by something
so
behind?
they're saying like Telvin's gonna be traded. Telvin don't want to be here.
They getting all these linebackers. They and remember they signed a gang of linebackers.
Are
and
they
all that
sending
stuff.
a message to Telvin? Absolutely.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, are any of these dudes gonna be better than 50 on Sunday?
Come on now. Come on now.
So I said,
As long as he shows up for minicamp in June, I don't see the big deal.
what Bud and me said last week. If you can come to work when you're supposed to be to work,
And see, the thing is, like me and HB told y'all, our whole thing on all this NFL, Roger Goodell, bruh, like we try to tell y'all, these are normal. Stop watching these people pockets. These are normal, everyday people.
Right.
They got a job just like
to
you,
do.
and just like if you can go to work out the drunk tank and
Come
make it
on.
to work on Monday, if these dudes can make it to work, let them work.
Come on.
That's all I'm work. Can you go to work? And they go to
As long as
work.
he shows up now, I will say, like, if he comes back and then he like messes up his hamstring or something like that,
Yeah.
then you're gonna start to hear all those
Always,
whispers.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
I mean, that's just kind of natural. But as long as he shows up and he's Telvin like he normally is, everything.
man,
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man.
That's my Telvin Smith right there.
Telvin.
And plus, like, what are you gonna get for him? A fifth?
Come on.
A fifth round pick?
Dude,
Like, a fifth
NFL
round pick's not gonna be as good as Telvin
trading
Smith.
is the craziest. It makes no sense to me. Like none. Like what we got for Dante? A 4 or a 5?
3.
A 3.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Get an extra 3.
Right. But at the end, Dante end up being a starter for the Rams.
I think we turned.
You gave a 3 for a starter? That's crazy.
The Williams pick, I believe, isn't that
Yeah,
the
that's
Dante?
Dante pick.
That's
That's
Dante.
Dante's pick.
So now if you go, remember, like NBA and baseball terms, you can kind of see the player. So now basically we traded Dante Fowler for this linebacker we got,
Yeah,
and
that's
you
what
see
you-
how
yeah.
that will be, and that's
Who was
what we
the
traded.
Giants? Who did the Giants pick for the OJ?
Well, that's for what they're
OJ
doing
pick?
is because I don't think Telvin will be on the team after this season.
You don't think so?
He's got like a $12 million cap hit. Nah.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
And so now you say,
Unless
now
it
you could probably
restructures.
say you making the future, like
Right.
the Williams
That's
is
what
the
they're
future.
doing. Yeah.
Would you rather, Bud? Because I know BJX, I know a lot of stuff you can't even. But would you rather have Yannick or Telvin when you make that sign?
What are you, Yannick or Telvin?
That's not even a question.
That's not even a Yannick.
So you going Yannick?
Hell yeah, I'm going Yannick.
BJX agrees too.
Yeah, they need to pay that man too.
Pay
Yannick,
that man.
Yannick after the draft, after we drafted Josh Allen and all that, he put on Twitter, he was like, pay Yannick Ngakoue, the big thing, hashtag pay Yannick Ngakoue. And then he didn't come. He originally showed up.
I'm
but
here.
didn't come back.
Hey, I'm
Right.
here, guys.
And
Let's
then
get
he
my
dipped
money.
out.
Oh, y'all ain't got my check?
Right.
So
I'm out. I'm out.
So
okay, I'm
like,
out.
so here was crazy about the Josh Allen thing. Never played it down in the NFL. I think once he signs his rookie contract, he'll make like $12 million.
Yeah.
And Ngakoue's made $4 million in his 4 years in the NFL.
Yeah. And then I
Like,
heard
this kid is making more
money.
and he's never even stepped foot on the field.
Yannick about to break the all-time sack record for the
Got
Jazz.
27.5 sacks.
Come
in 3
on,
years.
pay that man.
I'm all about Yannick holding out because I'm all about the players.
See, you said holding out. I got to correct you. He's not holding out.
You right.
It's
He doesn't have
voluntary. I don't
voluntary.
gotta be here.
He does
I
not.
don't- I do not.
TC
be here.
stood at the podium
People
and was
were
like,
like, "Oh, holding
See,
out."
and-
I've
Yeah.
corrected a couple of people on Twitter. Like, he's not holding out. He doesn't have to be.
And you know how we felt. Chill, TC.
TC need to sit down.
Easy. Borderline getting fined,
Now,
TC.
if he doesn't
Borderline.
show up for training camp or mandatory mini camp, okay, then
Then he holding out.
Right. But
See, but my
so then
thing
he don't have
is-
to be here.
It's a no-brainer to
You pay,
to
but
pay
see,
Yannick.
do you think that Blake dead cap hit is that
Yes.
hindered?
Yes.
That's hindered.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's that money.
I
All this
seen
money they gave to Nick
Yeah.
Foles too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because that's what I said when we cut 5. I get it. 5 got to go. I understand that.
Yeah.
But you messed up. You paid him the money, and we got that dead cap hit. Plus, you paying Foles 25.
Why they
So
just
you
couldn't let
putting-
5 play one
you
more
putting
year?
damn
Play it
near-
out.
They couldn't afford it.
They couldn't let him play out the one more year. No. I'm talking about took the option because instead of giving him the option, they
Oh.
gave him a deal.
See, you
that's why I was
going
like, why
way
y'all
back.
couldn't? I'm going way back. I'm not going to let him play
yeah.
one more year. I'm saying you fell in love with an anomaly. What we had,
But it was working.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And
it
you
was
got to
working.
think.
but look what we did.
But
you
to be completely honest, for the deal he signed,
It was cheap.
It wasn't that much
It
money
was
for
on
a
the cheap.
quarterback.
And if you think back, if you
really
think
was
back,
a
Flag
deal.
family,
like
I said
33
that
million guaranteed.
That's a deal.
when he re-signed it, I was like, that ain't no money for a starting quarterback in the
No.
NFL. That was a crazy. Blake would have been a fool not
Kirk
to sign
Cousins
that deal.
got like 80 million guaranteed.
yeah,
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
And he got like 30 something.
Man, yeah. I hope this year Nick Foles ain't this year's Kirk Cousins. Yeah, man. I
I gotta see it.
I gotta see it too, B. Jax.
He had there's no Alshon Jeffrey here.
Nope.
There's no Zach Ertz here.
Nope.
You can make that. There's no there's no Golden Tate here.
Nope.
Nelson Aguilar. There's no Nelson Aguilar.
Nope.
All of those dudes are better than anybody here in Jacksonville from what they've shown so far.
And
so I don't know that Nick Foles is going to elevate the play of DJ Chark or Marquise. I mean, I hope he does.
Yeah.
I mean, I like all those
And how
guys,
bad
but
is
they haven't made
Marquise'
those
knee?
plays.
Marquise' knee was bad because, like,
he tore everything.
Yeah, it's like
well,
is he
my
gonna
thing
be,
is, I go back to what B. Jack say, and when
just
you
gotta
look
see
at
it,
those
man.
players and you put them side by side with our players, I think our players are decent
Yeah.
for sure. I'm not hating, but Nelson Aguilar and Alshon Jeffries are miles ahead
and
of
people don't understand.
Golden
Golden Tate was so clutch.
Yeah.
he was so clutch during that run.
Maybe
of
if we
playoffs.
didn't have to play Bortles, we could have signed him to be here with Nick Foles. I just think I'm like everybody think I keep hating on the Foles thing. Like I don't want Foles not to succeed. I want him to succeed. I'm a Jags fan.
Right.
Come on, but man, I'm so skeptical,
Way
man.
more fun when they're good.
When they're winning, right?
Way more
How-
fun.
That was your 1 year of experiencing that in 4 years.
And I tell you like this. Obviously, you do this for a living. We just started talking sports and doing this stuff. Bro, it's depressing to talk sports when the team bad.
Man, this show went down the hill.
boy, this thing
Yeah.
went down the hill
What'd
when
you
we
say,
had
BJ?
this.
You're
You
right.
just run out of stuff to talk about.
You're damn right.
I'm tired of talking to you too, man.
Yeah, there's a reason why Alexa Bliss has been mentioned on this podcast every show.
But how good does it feel to have a team finally was like, man, you got to pay such and such. Man, you got to pay such and such. When was the last time we had that
true.
vibe?
It's a good problem to have.
It's a good problem to have.
See, that's my thing where I say, now see, this will make or break me. I wouldn't mind, as Superfan Steve says, eating some crow right here. Because this is why I say with the organizational thing, if you look at these players, for a man, we got some good players, man.
And again, people like, yes, has Caldwell made some bad decisions? Absolutely. But in one draft, he got Jalen, Miles Jack, and Yannick Ngakoue.
That's crazy.
Bro, you
in
got
one
two.
draft.
You got 2 first-round picks in the first 2 rounds. Same thing like this year. You got
I
quote
say he did it
unquote
3 years in a row because he got Jalen and Jack,
Cam.
and 2-7.
Yep.
And then he got these guys, and I can't hate on that. I can't. And odds are that somebody, because this always happened to the
Then he
Jags.
came in last year, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Come on, DJ.
Come on. The
DJ
DJ
looked so good in training camp too, man.
He did, man. I
Not
think,
sure
but
why.
see, I think that might be a little bit on
And
fire
then we got
too.
Taven. And just think if we would have got instead of Taven, if we would have got what's my boy from Georgia, if we would have got Sony or
Sony Michel.
that late, if you turn it into Sony, you got
To
Sony
me,
and Fournette.
Nothing against we Florida boys.
But then,
I
but
went
then,
to University of
but then
Florida.
Taven just had 1
Yeah,
year,
see,
so
Bud-
we're gonna let
Bud
it.
know- see,
you know,
Bud
I
being
know.
nice.
I calm you
'Cause he
down.
know the bridge
'cause I
I'm
know
about
how
to
you
jump
get.
off of.
It's just 1 year.
We'll see.
I'm gonna say
Exactly.
this. I'm gonna
Gotta
say
see it.
this.
He got to do something this year.
That's what I'm about to say. To me, I'm a Florida boy. I went to UF. Bud love the Gators. Like we are Gator fans. I love Taven Bryan as a Gator. And the game where we had to wear the ugliest uniforms in history when we played Texas A&M or whatever,
Yeah.
he balled. But that's the only game I ever remember him balling
I was
ever.
going to say when they drafted him, I was like, oh.
Right, right.
I
So,
remember. I mean, I do their highlights every single
And
week.
nothing-
I remember him making.
right,
these plays.
He got 1 sack the last game of the
It's
year.
crazy. Nothing against Taven Bryan. Nothing against him. But I have to say this. The Sony Michel pick right behind him, to me, just make that a horrible pick. Especially with what we had with
But they had to. I mean, they were thinking about the future though,
man.
because they knew that they were getting rid of Malik. Shout out to Malik, man. That was my guy. He was one of our go-to.
I
guys.
like
Oh,
Malik
man.
Jackson,
Malik's a
man.
good dude, man.
I think, I think
Next year, Marcel Darius will be gone.
gone.
too.
I think
So
they got
they had
lucky
to.
with keeping Marcel
Marcel a
to
beast.
Yeah, he
fill that
restructured,
void. Yeah, to fill that void because, man, Malik can play though. He had a bad year last year, but bad years.
So, funny story on Malik, right? So, it's like the team asked him to,
lose weight?
Lose weight.
See, that's
And he did
it. And
And then it's like they taking him out the game because
Oh,
they
you
feel
get
like he
moved
wasn't-
around.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
stopping the run. But he's like, look, y'all asked me to lose. Well, I did what y'all asked me to do.
and then there
you
go.
go.
Ain't
The
that
year
a
before,
job?
he was a Pro Bowler.
Ain't that a
And
job?
what he did.
for
So
him?
he
Right.
did what it was asked of him, and then they benched him.
Damn.
Yeah. And see,
That's
think
crazy.
of what I said last
I ain't
week.
mad at him when he was
about-
like, I ain't talking to y'all.
Yeah.
He was like, y'all need to talk to the starters. I ain't a starter no more.
Right.
I know that's
right.
right.
And you know, it's crazy because like I said this like we was just when I said bad year, you was like, let me get you right. And this is what I said. We was talking about Telvin and talking about Telvin having a bad year last
Still
year.
had 134 tackles.
Come on, what I said. See, as Jag fans, I think we have like
But it was gonna be hard to be an all pro level again. Like he was a second team all pro.
Come on, man.
Like, it's gonna be hard to do that every year.
and that's what I said. I was
He
like,
just
the
wasn't
man,
that-
all
he
pro.
did miss a lot of tackles. You know, probably missed
he
a lot.
always-
Overran a few plays,
you know.
but still a tackling machine.
And what did I say last week, bud? That's what Telvin do. That's the type of player he is.
So I think a part of it, this whole thing in him and management is like when he got that touchdown against Miami and he celebrated,
yeah.
and then basically Doug Marrone and all the guys were like, "Yeah, we don't need that. Like we don't."
Man, bro, you gotta let me have fun.
Right.
I'm
And
having
Telvin
fun.
was like, "I'm gonna be who I am."
Yeah.
I'm sure they ain't like that too much.
Well, at that point, when they said that, I think the team was kind of falling apart,
Right.
anyways,
No, the
because
season
you
was
had
over. It was
you
like-
had TJ.
Literally,
on
I'm
the
just
bench with
I'm
2-7.
out here trying to have a good. It's a bad year.
Playing
This
spades.
team was supposed to be a Super Bowl contender.
Right.
Now I'm just trying to have fun, man. I'm going. I'm
He was
kid
like, "This is
backyard
how
style.
I need to play in order to, have an edge."
Because
out there
it's a
on
rough
Sunday."
year.
Yeah, it was. But see, to me, 130 tackles. Listen, Jacksonville, all of y'all, that's not. Listen, we the Jaguars. Like, I think we really got to sit back and think about it. I said this last week. We saying Telvin had a bad year. Since when did we say somebody get 134 tackles is a bad year? Because if Puz Lusney got that, we would lose our mind. We'd be like, yeah, Puz the best, which we did. Puz got that every year. And we was like, oh, Puz should be in the pro. He's a Hall of Famer because that's what we do. But now we had one little taste of the sweet, sweet nectar. And now we think we know everything.
Ooh, we turned into some snobs, didn't we?
Ain't
Ooh,
Quick.
quick. We ain't know how to handle success.
How you a snob and your team won 6 games?
Because we should have beat. If the Patriots won, the Cheetahs would have won.
Man, that's crazy.
Hate the referee.
Don't even get me started,
hate you,
man.
Patriots.
I thought I was going to cover a Super Bowl.
Come on, man. Come on.
Listen. Okay, well, we got to go back to it now because listen.
Because I know we ain't mentioned this in a while. Y'all some cheaters. I know we normally
are
say
the
our cheaters
Jags,
every play.
and we know,
every
like
show.
B-Jax, you just said it earlier. You hear locally, media-wise. So, and, we do a little bit of stuff here, local media. Local media is so different than national
It's
media.
completely different.
And the Jags are going to be the Jags nationally or whatever. So nobody really even cares. The Miles Jack not down thing is, if that was the Cowboys, bro, they would still be talking about it right now.
Dez called it. Dez called it.
Catch. They still
Right. They
But that was
talk
Green.
about
But
that.
see, that's too iconic. Green Bay and the Cowboys. Like,
Man.
who we gonna screw over?
But see, that's my thing. Like,
This is Jacksonville, though.
I was
so
sitting
you know
right
we gonna
here
get that short end of
in
the
this
stick.
man cave, man, on that same couch with that
We
same
was
guy.
So hype.
When
I was in
Miles
the press box.
Right.
Like,
There's
I
no
was
cheering in the
next
press
to-
box. Did you cheer?
Nah, there's no.
Oh,
definitely
you're so
no cheering.
professional, man.
No,
Because
that's
I'm
like
gonna
my
tell
job.
you,
Nah, there's no cheering.
I would have got up.
There's
You
no.
can hear Tom. You can
hear
hear
him?
Tom.
Yeah.
Cussing up a storm. All types of crazy stuff.
I know there's no cheering in the press box.
But no, I was in the press. It was about midway through the fourth quarter, and I looked at my colleague next to me, and we kind of like had that look like,
Bro, we
We're
got
going
it.
to the Super Bowl.
We going to the Super Bowl.
we had been in Pittsburgh the week before. That was in New England, and we're like,
Bro, how dope was
might
that
be
Pittsburgh
going-
trip?
it was cold, bro. It was cold, like the coldest I've ever been in my entire
Oh
life.
my god.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it looked cold up there.
Nah,
I remember watching MJD on a pre-show with the one chick from NFL Network, and he was out there with his son. And his son, I couldn't even see his face because he had on the whole igloo thing going or whatever.
we had to do hits on a morning show. Like, when I got up in the morning, it was like -2.
Dang.
Man, come
Like,
on.
we called an Uber just to warm up because we didn't.
It was
have
that
rental car.
cold.
Yeah. So because we had a hit every hour. Like, I had a hit at the top of the hour. Other guy had a hit at the bottom of the hour. We called an Uber just to sit there so we could warm up.
Wow.
And take us to another
That's
location.
crazy.
Yeah. 'cause
It
we didn't
looked
have rental
cold.
car.
You know what, man? My favorite thing, and since we going down the reminisce corner before we wrap it up, man, my favorite thing about that season, the great season, besides the fact that we should have went to the Super Bowl, that was a Super Bowl winning team, man. They could have won the Super Bowl.
That defense,
Yeah.
that's Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You win Super Bowls when you play defense like that. You win Super Bowls.
Even with all that talking about the defense, I think it was 3rd and 14,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, stop them. You can't give it up.
You can't give
We
that
say
up.
that all the
Can't give that
time.
up.
And in but I really feel like they would have beat the Eagles. But my favorite thing besides that whole thing was the Pittsburgh game. That was the fact that when Miles Jack picked that ball off, the look. And I know you were there, B-Jazz, but the look on Ben Roethlisberger in the Steelers' face was like, what is going on right now?
Right.
What is about to happen? And
Until
then
they scored a touchdown.
when they go back and they did the mic'd up and Malik Jackson say, oh, y'all wanted the Patriots. It was the great for me as a Jaguar fan. That's my favorite Jaguar moment
But
in
see,
history.
once again, you get rid of Malik. Just look at the great sound bites. Remember when?
Malik's great.
What y'all doing? Watching Five, talking all about Five, and who?
Yeah.
Please,
Jarrell Casey.
Please, Jarrell Casey. Please tell me you know who said that. Was that Telvin who said watching? Who said that?
That was
Remember in the back-
Calais.
Was that Calais? No.
Yeah.
Calais was up
Oh,
there.
that was Telvin.
Who said that? Because he
Telvin.
was like, now y'all home watching us. And all you hear was in the background, watching.
Yeah. Best
I
locker
wanna
room
say
in
that
Jaguar
was
history,
amazing.
man.
Dog, Malik
and,
got on that mic was fire. It was
and we've been here a
amazing.
long time, B-Jazz. Jimmy Smith and them boys was pretty funny, too, and wow. Like, Gary Walker and all them boys, they was funny. Leon Searcy.
Yeah, you remember the Super Bowl song?
Yeah, Jacksonville Jaguar Super Bowl bound. Oh, my God. Uh-oh. You ever heard that?
No.
Have you heard
Wow,
about
you
it?
never heard that song?
Boy, we got to put you
Wow,
on the
yeah, you got-
uh-oh. After
Bro, you
this,
gotta listen to that.
after this pod, before you go home, we playing the uh-oh, bro. It's what cost us the 99 Super Bowl. But, yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know if we going to ever get back to that greatness, man. B-Jax, so on our final takes on the Jags or whatever, how do you feel they going to do this year, man, in your heart of hearts, man?
I think they'll compete for a wild card spot if everybody stays healthy.
I'll take it.
So I think like going into the last week 16, 17, where they probably got a chance to go. I think they can go anywhere between 8-8 or like 10-6. I think they'll go somewhere
I
if
like
they
that.
stay healthy.
That's some positivity.
If they
That's
stay
that healthy big.
If they stay
being
healthy.
big, man.
I think it's two keys, man. I think it's Foles, and if he show up,
I'm worried
for
about
real,
the secondary too.
And oh yeah, wait, who playing safety?
But see, once again,
Ronnie Harrison,
Jaguars, instead of getting Williams, you could have got Chauncey Gardner Johnson with that third pick.
But
He a ball hog.
But he plays in the slot though.
But I think you.
And they got DJ Hayden Ball last year.
We said that
I
on the show last week.
I think Chauncey could have played safety though. Chauncey, remember Florida? Chauncey played a little safety,
Nah.
and he played corner.
If Jalen want to be a real team player,
No.
we
No.
could have drafted
No.
Greedy, and then Jalen could have dropped.
I said that a long time
You
ago.
know, and then and then
But
we.
no way Jalen should do that.
Yeah, I don't think he should either. I think he's
because
too
then
good of
they'll
a
try
corner.
to classify him
Him
as a
as safety,
safety,
right.
And that's taking his
he's
number
too
down.
good of a corner.
You gonna pay me corner? Which back once again before I know.
I don't know that Jalen's going to want corner money. Jalen may want like defensive end quarterback.
This,
type
but
money.
see, this is what I can.
He should.
This is what I can promise
He's
you.
going
No
to set
matter
the market. Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey is going to become the highest paid corner
Of all
ever.
time, yeah.
Well, that's not even
that
a
is
question.
that is a done
That's not
deal.
even a
When he get his
question.
deal, it's a wrap. He gonna be the
I
highest paid
wouldn't be
corner
shocked, and I'm glad you brought that up about defensive end money, B-Jazz. I wouldn't be shocked if he's the highest paid defensive player ever when he signed his deal. Because, man, let me tell you, Jalen, we ain't never had nothing like that.
Talking
on the
about
Jags.
walk it like a talk.
That's a special player, man.
Yep.
That's a special player.
And just marketing wise, he puts us on the map. You got to lock that
He
dude
is-
down.
That's a good point, but he is the first true national player we've ever had.
Really?
Even the
Yeah.
national media love.
Because when you go back, B-Jax, man, I know you was up in D.C. and stuff, and
MJD
Chicago and all that.
yeah.
MJD was big, but not like
Pocket Hercules.
not like Jalen Ramsey big.
Right.
Like they did that NFL 50 commercial or 100
Yeah,
commercial, whatever. Jalen was like one of the main people they showed on there or whatever, right? MJD, they wouldn't have did that with him. No offense to MJD,
But
he
see,
was
you
great,
can
but
you can market Jalen. But see, now you got that. But now what you gonna pay Yannick?
you'll figure it out. Yannick ain't getting as much as Jalen.
Obviously, I'm just saying. But you got to
Yeah.
break off Yannick and you got to break off
You
Jalen.
gonna cut Telvin and you gonna get rid of Marcel. That's a lot off, and then you won't have no dead cap
Calais
money
may
from
not be
Blake
back
no more.
either.
Oh,
Calais ain't
don't
coming
see.
back.
Y'all know I live in a fantasy world. I love Calais. I don't want Calais
I tell
to
y'all
ever
what,
go nowhere.
y'all better
He may
hope.
want to be done, man. He's getting older too.
Yeah.
Me and Calais same age. Both of us 33. About to be so.
But they got to figure out if they're going to pay Miles Jack too.
Damn, I forgot about Miles.
Yeah, you
My
gotta
thing about the Miles Jack pay him thing, and I thought about this way back when they first drafted him, because I was like, because you could see the log jam coming, right? in my
The
opinion,
window was last year.
yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was the year.
That was the window.
That's why they went all out. But they went all out with some of the wrong players, in my opinion. Dante Moncrief, I'm looking at you. But to me, I'm going to say this. You can't let Miles Jack walk off. I'd rather keep Miles than Telvin.
I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to do.
First of all, I think Miles playing out of position in the middle.
Possibly.
So why don't we just move him to
Why don't we
Telvin's
just
spot?
What you gonna do with Telvin?
Well, I'm talking about next year.
Okay.
Or you know.
Oh,
what I'm saying?
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you know what I'm saying, and move him to Telvin's spot, give him Telvin money.
That makes
Which
okay.
is probably
what they're gonna do.
Yeah, but that's what their problem. That's what their problem.
Miles Jack, a young quarterback, man, young linebacker, man. He's still learning.
Yeah.
He's super young.
Yeah.
And you gotta remember, I remember
Just
UCLA is kind of my when it's late at night on Saturday, and you got to have a team.
that West Coast stuff.
The West
The
Coast
West
team.
Coast, okay.
So UCLA is the team I follow. Shout out Chosen Rosen. Wish you would have came here, baby. But
that would have been a better move.
Come on.
Trade that third pick
Super
that they
fan
used to
Steve,
draft Quincy
don't you-
Williams and got Rosen.
this man get paid to
Yeah.
talk sports and
what I
analyze
would've
it.
done.
He just said the same thing I said. I ain't gonna say I'm right when I'm right, super fan Steve. But
Then
how
you
long
still-
I said trade for
then you
Rosen?
still have money. You could have done Yannick's. And
But y'all know.
you could
I
have got
would've
my
did
Yannick's
that,
deal
but
done.
It would have been
and
over.
everything. Yeah.
That's what I said. We wouldn't even be in this situation with the can they be unique because
But
Chosen
they felt like they
Rosen-
got to win. They felt like they have to win now. Like they can't wait on Rosen.
That's the thing.
But if
Right
you
now.
I
wait,
get
he
it.
might be great.
You might be,
He
or you might be
great.
fired.
Or you might be. Yeah,
that's
can't play with no
That's
man
it.
job. Can't play with no man job.
How many times do you honestly say you can get a Super Bowl MVP?
I think that's overrated.
they
It's
they
one
said
game.
Agreed.
It's one game.
he balled
It's one
out.
Don't care.
game.
He went-
B-Jax, I've been telling
One
Bud
game.
this
He
for
went
weeks.
head to head with the GOAT and looked into the abyss, and he did not blink. He did not blink.
Yeah.
And then you know what happened
What
in
happened?
week 6
What happened?
when he played for the Rams and he was playing the doggone Chiefs without Pat Mahomes. He lost 34-6 and couldn't complete a pass. And you know what happened last time? He got paid in Philly and he became the man. He sucked. Now I'm not saying he's gonna suck now.
He's
but
learned his lesson.
I had a school Tank the other day. We was talking about this same thing, and Tank, he's super hyped about Foles. Foles, Super Bowl MVP.
Y'all know
He
I'm
gonna-
sunshine and rainbow. So
He
I'm
gonna
super-
take us to the
yeah.
ship, and I say, dude, that team was going to the ship with or without
He just had to
Foles,
not mess it up.
and they was like, no, see, there's
No,
Rock.
Foles balled, man. Don't get me wrong.
He-
He beat my Bears in the
Yeah.
playoffs this year too.
Him and
Yeah.
Gold.
That was love.
Golden Tate.
Bears make a kick though, they lose.
Don't even get
Come
me
on,
started.
man.
Don't even get me started.
Hey, they just Bear. Y'all just traded for Pinheiro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to the Gator boy.
Shout out to the Gator. That boy can kick.
Surprise.
That boy can kick.
If he's healthy, y'all got a kicker finally.
That boy can
I mean,
kick.
I wanted
bro.
Robbie Gold back, man.
Robbie Gold wanted to come back. San Francisco said no.
Anybody
Sa-
but the guy you had. That dude could. Shout out to my boy Burnell, who also is from Chicago.
Okay.
Used to be the manager at the Omni Hotel.
Okay.
Real cool dude. Also big time Bears fan. And also really hurt when the Bears missed that kick. He texted me like, "Come on!" I was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah."
I was in a group text with my boys from the crib, and it was just like, bruh, you had one job.
One job.
You got one
They got
job.
tipped though. They got tipped.
And you know what's crazy though? I feel like, and this is my heart of hearts. This for real too, because I ain't have no dog in the fight. And I said, I jinxed you because I said I'm gonna pick the Bears because I felt like if they could get past the Eagles, they're
Right.
gonna believe they might in that
'Cause
defense.
they
They might pull a
remind me of
Jags.
what the Jags were
Yep,
the
they
year
might pull a
before.
Jags. They got an
Mitch
okay
Trubisky, don't
quarterback.
mess
Yep,
it up.
that's
Yep.
it. That's it.
Just
Facts.
don't mess it up,
Facts.
Mitch.
Don't mess it up.
Run the ball, play defense.
Right.
You in the ship, so you know. But I'm with B-Jax, man. If the Jags end up doing pretty well, 8-8, 10-6, that's good. I really don't think it's gonna be nothing near that. Not that I think any of the players suck. I just don't. I don't see it. I think that year was a fluke or whatever. I don't
The
believe,
sad part
I don't
is
believe in the year.
us loving the Jags as we do. It's like that year was so dope, and then you
Yeah.
get this bad, and it's like people say, y'all was a fluke," and it's kind of like,
yeah.
when it happened like that,
Only
it's
one
like,
way to prove it, yeah.
oh, come on now, you got to prove, you got to
gotta
prove,
flip it around.
Like I said, now see, if you have that type of year, and then this year you go 8-8, 7-9, it's like you just had it down, you a few injuries. But when you go as bad as we were, it's like, man, y'all was a fluke.
You
see what I'm saying?
You can't go from 2 seconds from being in the Super Bowl to
That.
As a matter of fact, I just want to say this real quick because nobody ever bring this up. When Bortles hit 2-7 down the sideline, put your hands out, bro. That's a touchdown. I'm talking about Patriots game. Leonard Fournette was wide open, running down the sideline. Bortles put the ball right there for you, stretch out, you catch it. TJ would have caught it. I'm just saying because TJ can catch. That being said, though, You can't go from that one play from the Super Bowl to that.
You can't do
and
that.
Yeah, injuries can do that, but even with injuries, you still should be better
7
than
and 9,
that.
something like that. But
You
those
think the
injuries
was too
was
much?
bad.
No, they had like your offense. First of all, the only offensive weapon you had was 27.
That's it.
And he missed half the season.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt.
And then you didn't have an offensive line on top of that.
When they bought in Flowers from the Giants, I was like,
know-
it's
you know
over.
it
We
got-
done gave
yeah,
up.
it
He
got-
got cut, and we
real.
called him so fast. It was,
They didn't
man.
Blake did not have a chance.
Yeah.
He didn't have a chance.
I think Blake gonna show out in preseason this year. Just wait. We'll just wait when he get out there with the Rams and McVay coaching him up. Everybody gonna be
He's
like,
not
oh,
gonna play.
I'm talking
Come
preseason. You know how it is. Quarterback come in, he looked good in like RG3, right? Remember, everybody thought he was done. Then he went in with the Ravens last year or whatever, and everybody's like, oh, this guy can play a little bit. Yeah. And then, it leaked that the Jags called for him or whatever. RG3 can't play. He can't. But I know you're you've been in DC or whatever. So, yeah, I know you know them wheels.
Was like a gimmick offense.
Yeah, the wheels fell off.
Yeah,
right.
literally.
RG3 can't play, and then you put him in another gimmick offense, he looked good. Well, now you got the quarterback gimmick coach, Sean McVay. He can coach anybody. He'll make you look like a Pro Bowler, get you $50 million. So
I still got some eligibility.
there it is. I'm still eligible. They ain't never put me out. Bud, you got shout-outs before we get out of here, man?
No shout-outs today.
And I got a shout-out. I want to give a shout-out to B-Jax, Brian Jackson.
Appreciate you guys.
For coming in here. Brian,
man,
tell them where they
thank you.
can follow you on social media and stuff, man.
At WJXTB Jackson on Twitter, at WJXTB Jackson on Facebook as well. Yeah, for the work Facebook page.
That's right. We gonna tag them and put them on the stuff and whatever and be like, yo, we appreciate it.
Mr. B Jack on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. You on Insta? You all on Insta working out.
Man, trying. I mean, I got look the part, man.
You know what I thought. And I know you're from the Shine from DC.
But see, that's different. You can tell he built for TV. We built for radio.
We show
like,
is.
this what we built. See, he built to be on TV. We built to be right behind these mics.
By the way, Rucker, who also might be built for TV.
Yeah, Rucker, you too again.
You officially not.
No,
also,
too.
you're not the good lookingest person that's ever been on the show again. So you've been in Trump.
Rucker, trash.
But real quick before we get to the flags, B-Jax did something the other day on Instagram that I thought was so Duval or whatever. And you like, what happened?
what'd I do?
I seen you met a lady that your mama them knew that knew you since you grew up.
Oh, yeah,
or whatever, right?
yeah.
That's such a Duval thing, man. Like you from wherever. Here you is in Duval, and this lady know me, man.
Yeah.
That was a cool story,
Yeah,
man.
Miss Stephanie was here, man. Yeah, her and my mom grew up in Pittsburgh together, and she was here for work. And she was like, I can't come down here and not see you. So, yeah.
Jacksonville
yeah.
is such a weird place like that, though.
Yeah, randomly.
Why?
I've had like random family
Right.
members or friends
That's
just
so
be here for work.
Duval,
And it's
man.
like,
That's such a Duval thing. Like I feel like Jacksonville is the smallest big town ever.
That's
It really
it.
is,
Facts.
man. With 6 degrees of separation. There was a reason why French was set here. But every week we throw flags on people that's violating the game. That's why the show is called what, Bud?
Flag on the play.
FOTP.
Family.
So that's what we do. And BJ's going to get involved this week, too.
Okay.
So, I always get a special guest to do it. Y'all thought I was going to say BJ's, but he came, traffic bad. So he didn't get here to flip the coin. So I got somebody better, old school from Channel 4. He did the thing, flipped the coin. George Winterland, weatherman.
You are.
Appreciate you, George.
You are an idiot.
Whatever. Appreciate
My
you, George.
God.
Shout out, you my weatherman.
That's old school. If y'all
That
know,
is a-
if y'all, if
yeah.
y'all know
Our
who he
studio
is,
was named after him.
Dude,
Wow.
that dude is like an institution on Jacksonville TV. To me, he's like Mr. Rogers. Real talk.
Man, they used to call them the $1 Million News Team.
Yeah, man, they was
It was
legit.
like,
Him,
yeah.
Tom Wills, and Ross Whedon, and Deborah
and
Jean Olis,
Sam,
and
yeah.
man, they don't play no games. Shout out Sam Kavares. He a
Yeah.
cool dude. I always
Taught me
been-
a ton, man.
Yeah, I remember you saying that,
Yeah.
man. Good dude. Always been nice to me too when I met him at Bottoms Up or whatever. So that was good
Oh
stuff.
my God.
But y'all know they know the code. They know what that means. They know what that means. But yeah, it came up heads, and like I said, this year I'm always going heads. So that way I get to go first. And as a man and a gentleman, I'll defer. So I'm gonna defer to Bud because here's why I'm not deferring to B-Jax. I want B-Jax to be able to get his thought together on who he should throw a flag on. Give him time. You don't want the guest to be on the spot. Bud, who you throwing your flag on?
As much as it pains me, him being a member of this great team that's been doing so good as of late, Team Light Skin, I gotta throw a flag on Steph Curry. My God, that was a horrible game you played. And not only was it a bad game you
Pretty
played,
bad.
dog, the dunk that you just stop dunking. 2 hands. For now on, you are a shooter. You Reggie Miller now. You know what? Reggie Miller didn't really dunk that much, but when Reggie did dunk, it was that 2 hands. Steph Curry, I'm gonna need them 2 hands from you going forward. Steph Curry, you violating the game. I'm disappointed in you because you know light skin we in and we've been winning lately. Get your act together. 2 hands going forward, Steph Curry. That's my flag.
I just want to say real quick that Reggie Miller is a very underrated NBA player.
Reggie Miller.
And not enough people. You know when people be like the greatest basketball players because LeBron done brought that argument up because Jordan kind of killed the argument. And then Kobe brought it for a little bit and then he had his incident and then it was over. LeBron done brought that up where people, whenever you talk about LeBron, somebody going to be there like he trash. So that's always a thing.
LeBron get a lot of hate, Superfans.
Yeah, you do hate him. So yeah, a lot of hate. But Reggie Miller don't get enough credit for being like one of the greatest NBA players of all time.
Reggie Miller could shoot.
B-Jax, you need another seconds?
No, I think I'm good, man.
Who you throwing your flag on, B-Jax?
Talking about light skinned folks, man. I got another light skinned man, Ben Simmons, man. Like,
man.
Everybody's like, oh, Ben Simmons is the next. This brother's averaging 10 points a game against the Raptors right now.
He was supposed to be next
Embiid
LeBron.
is playing one wheel, giving everything he got. This brother, he won't even take a jumper outside the paint.
I can't shoot.
He can't refuses to shoot.
Because can't do nothing with it.
10 points a game? It's like, all right, man. Like, this is his technically second season. It's like, you got to stop kicking it in L.A. and get a jump shot, bro.
That's,
like, put in the time.
Go work with Magic.
Something, man. Like, but it's like, he can't shoot. And he can't shoot free throws either. It's like, what are you doing? Like your job is to hoop.
Get in the gym.
That's it.
Just get in the gym, bro.
The funniest thing I saw is when they were during the season, it was Sixers Lakers, bruh. When I tell you it was LeBron and Simmons, LeBron did just like this.
Right.
LeBron do you? LeBron was like, you ain't got it in you, and he was like, I don't. And it was literal, and he passed it. LeBron was like, nope, you ain't gonna shoot.
Ben Simmons is one of the most. He's the Tyson Alu of basketball. Like
I ain't giving you that. He's the number 1 pick. He good.
He's very good.
And if he get that jumper, it's a wrap. If he get a jumper,
Philly
it's a
will
wrap.
never go anywhere until he can shoot.
If he gets a jumper, it's a
that's why
wrap.
I say he Alu because Alu was a good player. He gonna start the run. He gonna get you a tackle. He ain't getting no sacks, right? But the way they drafted him you drafted Alu to sack.
Ben Simmons is young.
Ben Simmons
he ain't got nothing else better to do but learn.
He Australian, right?
Yes, I
don't trust him. Australia. Ain't that? What's the dude name? It's another dude just got drafted from Australia too. He taller than a mug. Played for Brooklyn, I think. It started with a T. I'll figure it out after the show.
That is young. Not that is
young. No, it ain't that is young.
Why do I?
Speaking of Brooklyn, man, I can't believe how Magic traded away our boy to Brooklyn, D'Angelo to Brooklyn. Because I'm a Laker fan.
Okay,
you trade him away to Brooklyn. Brooklyn, they hoop out with him. And then here we is stuck with no Magic Johnson to be the GM and LeBron.
D'Angelo snitching.
That's crazy.
D'Angelo had to go.
He had to go. He snitching. Messing in the locker room.
He had to go.
Oh, he hooping now. Oh, he hooping in Brooklyn. But he messed up that locker room, bro.
He had to go.
Swag, you can't do Swaggy P. Swaggy P and Iggy were happy before D'Angelo came along.
Listen, you have to keep snitching on my team. I need the hoops. Man, the Lakers
wasn't
so
hooping
bad.
like that.
Nah, he wasn't. But I seen it coming though. Because towards the end of that year, he started taking over. He started taking over. Now we got Lonzo. Yay! Oh man!
But you got his dad too. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna
got Kuzma.
Keep it in the NBA too, so we'll have a trifecta of flags. I'm gonna have to, man. I'm gonna go back to the refs again. I know I threw my flag on them last week, but dude, NBA refs are trash, man.
They're doing the best they can.
I don't want to hear that. You know what? I'm gonna throw my flag. I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna throw my flag on all refs. Football, y'all lucky y'all ain't playing right now. Cause I watched a baseball game the other day, and the man. I don't know what's going on with the strike zone.
Well, that's depends on the umpire, man.
So honestly, I'm like the 6 minute. We have the technology. Bye refs. Give me my electronic
People
strike
can't
zone.
handle it.
But see, the old school can't handle. New school like me, I'd rather you have it right. You don't want the electronic strike, but it's right.
I'm asking
you want the human error to. No, I'm straight. No, I'm straight.
Yes.
I just want
definitely want the human error.
No,
see, I like the human
strike
error
zone
because
strike
you need
zone.
to be able to ref different in the last 20 seconds of a game.
You're right. He right about that.
No,
I don't want to.
The rules are the rules. Call the rules all the time the same way.
The rules are not the rules.
Y'all want to see the certain. You can't call that foul. Was it a foul? Yes, it was a foul, but it was late in the game. Then you call the foul.
Unless it's egregious, no.
Yeah.
Let the players decide.
That is a good philosophical sports debate, and
let the players.
I'm kind of on the fence
because the rules are the rules.
Now, if it's like an egregious foul, okay, call the foul. But if it's kind of 50-50, let the players decide the game.
Yeah, I can see that. I
can't be mad at that. The players will respect it.
I
get it.
I can see that. But I do think refs are not doing a good job at the NBA Finals.
I think they do the best they can.
They probably can. And the game fast.
Right.
Because I was at an AAU basketball tournament this weekend for my daughter.
Shout out to Blood Champs.
Yes, sir. Y'all won it, and I see you. But, man, I was like, they playing fast. And this 6th grade girls up and down the court. So I couldn't imagine how it is with, everybody fast except Chris Paul because he on a walker. But
don't do CP3.
CP3 got to give it up. He's CP7 now. He's just old.
Don't be disrespectful.
I just think sometimes, and you know what? It's on the players too because it's a lot of flopping.
Yeah.
And the flopping got to stop, y'all. Except James Harden couldn't see out his eyes. That was hilarious. Still making shots though. Still making shots.
Getting
Buckets. That's crazy. By the way, where Damian Lillard at, bud?
Don't worry about Dame.
Oh,
it's Dame time. Dame got this. First off, you gonna ease up off Dame.
Okay.
Ease up. Thank you. Ease up.
He's one of my favorite players.
Come on now.
He hit that shot and he did the iconic the face, the meme that was all over the internet, and all our guys was like, "Oh, look how sweet this is." I was like, "Sweet, get the brooms out next year."
And I obviously y'all know I'm an Orlando Magic fan.
Unfortunately,
I can't shut up. I can't explain it, but I like small markets. Like Portland don't get no love.
D'Angelo. Yeah. They need a guard.
Yes.
They've been drafting big after big after big.
Man.
Orlando ain't have a player since Tracy McGrady.
Yeah. They should. I mean, because D'Angelo's a free agent, they should pay him.
I will go. He ain't leaving Brooklyn though.
You don't think so? I think he might leave.
I don't think he getting out of Brooklyn.
If the Magic's smart, they should just luxury tax and just get him and Kawhi. Why not? Ball out.
Kawhi is a man. Kawhi going to Clippers.
He's going to West Coast.
Kawhi going to the Clippers. Looks like y'all not big time no more in LA.
And we gonna wrap the show up so we can get on out of here. You know what? I don't care. I don't want Kawhi on the team. And I know he can hoop.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you know why?
Kawhi who averaging 30 plus in the playoffs, you don't want Kawhi?
He can hoop. But you know why though? I can see the writing on the wall.
What's the writing on the wall?
I know what LeBron is at this point. And Kawhi and LeBron ain't gonna be able to coexist.
Probably not.
So he'll get traded halfway through the season and we'll be 20 games back. So I don't want that. I need me a young dude who can hoop.
Like Kawhi?
Or a player who want to be in second place, like Klay Thompson. So give me that.
Man, LeBron out there in Hollywood doing Hollywood thing. In the show, I'm done.
You always done.
I'm done.
Man, shout out again to B-Jax.
Thank you so much for coming, man.
Appreciate you, man, and joining the FOTP family. And yeah, man, we certified now, y'all. We had a professional come on here, so that means we professional.
Mama, we made it.
We've been paid tens of dollars to do this. So that's what's up. But B-Jax, man, seriously, man, thank you so much, man. You did a great job.
Anytime,
of course you would, because you're on TV.
We just talking, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, So as always, until next show, we are Duval.
Till we die.